Naptown Tuner here, giving you my best mechanic advice with my hands-on experience and video tutorials. We're going to be doing this in perpetuity, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we'll be working on all kinds of different things in the future. Some people are going to argue with me. They're going to say, no, you're wrong, Naptown Tuner, but I'm going to say, no, you're wrong. Look, I'm going to tell you how to save $1 or $2. Everybody's trying to figure out what the bottom line is, right? We all need to put more money in our pocket so that we have more money for our lattes in the morning. So here's how you're going to save that $1 or $2. Instead of buying quality OEM parts or OEM equivalent parts, I want you to start buying Chinese gaskets and Chinese seals and Chinese pistons and everything Chinese, because they make the best parts. They've got the best military. They've got, actually, they're going places. Check out this gasket right here. This is a Chinese gasket. Now, they're not proud enough of it to put a name brand on it. It's just a no-name gasket, but that's probably because putting a name on it would jack up the price like 5 times. So I've got this name brand Ellering gasket. It comes from Germany. Let's look. It's really not that much better. Look at it. It does have 3 plies and it has a nice coating of gasket on there, but look, there's not much difference here. Look at it from a side profile. We have the top one and we have the bottom one. The bottom one, like I said, is 3 plies. But this top one, it's still a gasket. It's still got that coating on it right here to where it's gonna smash down and mate on your 2 surfaces where your cam tray and your cylinder head meet. So look, this, even though it's not as thick and it doesn't have as many plies, this is going to seal just as good as this quality OEM style gasket. So really, I think that you would have more money for your lattes if you just saved money, like $1 or $2 on your gaskets. It's going to be perfectly fine. Trust me. You don't have to worry about all that labor that goes into repairing your car. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I would trust this Chinese gasket with my life. It will never leak oil. If I'm doing the repairs, I'm going to be putting Chinese parts on everything because they work the best. Okay, on a more serious note, I should probably tell you the truth. That was sarcasm. But you know what's even more crazy about Chinese parts? If you buy parts from Amazon and eBay from some guy, no reputable parts supplier, then they might even package the parts just like a reputable supplier. They're so good at counterfeiting. I learned this first with spark plugs. I was thinking that I could buy spark plugs off eBay. NGK spark plugs in the OEM branded box and everything. Guess what? I learned that they're coming counterfeit from China. They're getting away with it somehow. They're like immune to lawsuits or something. So I was having misfires on these spark plugs within the first 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Crazy. I learned the same thing with gaskets and all kinds of other stuff. So you got to be very careful with buying parts and always buy them from either the dealership or a reputable parts supplier. There you go. Hit subscribe. Naptown Tuner here. This is my Power Stroke 7.3 liter. It's got a manual transmission here. I can show that to you. And I'm just going to show you that there's 3 pedals here, but we're going to get away with not using the clutch pedal, and we're going to shift without it. I'm cruising, going about 45 mile an hour. Now this is the hard part. I'm going to rev it up. There we go. There we go. Flip gear. No clutch. And then whenever you take it out of gear, all you have to do is tap the gas. See, this clutch pedal is so heavy. I started learning shifting without using the clutch pedal just because I'm lazy. So let me show you the hardest part about shifting without gears is whenever you're in neutral and then you got to put it in something. So I'm doing 40 right now. So gonna slow down a little bit more and put it in second. We're coming to a red light. So here we go. I'm going really slow. Watch this. Here's first gear. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. See, you don't ever need to use the clutch pedal unless you come to a complete stop. There you go. Squirrel. All right. This thing is actually a 6-speed, but this L right here, that stands for grainy. That's a grainy gear. So we're gonna see what grainy gear feels like. So I'm gonna put it in low. Whoa. 15 mile an hour. And I just jammed it in third. All right.